Hi, I'm Amanda Freed, and I'm here at the core at La Encantada, and we are live streaming meditation today, as we have been doing all through the last couple of months. Couple of announcements. Next, uh, or this is, I believe, the last of the Tuesday meditations live streaming for a month. So in April, we're going to be actually here live in studio, and I'm teaching yoga for back hair. So I've been a yoga instructor for over 20 years. I've been a massage therapist for over 30 years, and I have a back injury myself. So I, a few years ago, decided, okay, it's time to teach people how to safely do yoga. So this class is going to be a 4-week class. We're going to be here in the studio at the core at La Encantada, which I'm super excited to get back into seeing you in person. And it's going to be every Tuesday, so at this same time. And we're going to go through the ins and outs of how to have a safe yoga practice when you have a back injury or just back pain or a little sensitivity, or you don't know how to do the poses to protect your back and your neck. So your back means all the way from the top of your spine to the bottom. We're going to have a great time. So you can sign up through the core. But for now, we are live streaming here. You can catch us on tmcaz.com or our Facebook page or YouTube. And it's been such a delight to be able to come every week and meditate with you. And so if you feel like, oh no, those are not going to happen in April, that's fine. We have so many archived meditation practices that you can go back to. So please feel free to go to our YouTube channel and watch any of the meditations. They're all interchangeable, and then you can choose what you feel like practicing with that day. And this month we've been working on emerging and evolving. And I don't know about you guys, I'm driving around town and there's a lot of people out there, and life in a way for some people have gone back to normal, and I'm not quite ready to go back to normal. In fact, I was hiking yesterday in a place that I hike all the time. If you guys are local to Tucson, I was in Sabino Canyon, and it's really beautiful, and it's a national recreation area. But because it's so close to me, I tend to take it for granted. So I go in there and I do my quick walk, and I'll notice the canyon, but not in great detail. And about 2 years ago, I realized, wow, people actually come here and spend the day, and they really explore and they really experience it and enjoy. But because I'm so close and I go all the time, I kind of miss a lot. And yesterday I was in there, and this is where I say that the pandemic has changed me completely and forever in a good way. And I was there yesterday and I actually saw it and I experienced it, and I took my time, where I might take an hour in there. Typically, I took about 2.5 hours. And it was so much of a different experience. So the gift that I've been given within this past year is a very loud, slow down message. And so if some of you have gotten that, I just want to support you in that, and to support you in not racing back to the life that you had before. And I'm sure there were fabulous things about that life, but there are also fabulous gifts in the slowing down. There's so much we can miss if we don't do that. And so the vision slows down, the breath slows, the experience slows, and we get to really experience what is around us. Beauty, nature. It's spring here in the desert, and so many of us have citrus trees and they're blooming. And take the opportunity, if you have a citrus tree or you're close to it, sit near it. Look closely at the flowers. Watch the bees gather pollen. It's just amazing. Life that is going on around us all the time that we're not noticing. That's just happening, And then sometimes we'll sit down and we'll watch a nature show or a nature documentary, which is a great thing to do. But you've got it right here as well. We're experiencing things through our phones, through our computers, through our televisions, and we're not experiencing, in many cases, what's happening inside our homes, or your children, your animals. your loved ones, or just outside your door, in the sky, the clouds, in nature, in a sunset. So we've been given this gift to slow down, and let's see if we can hold on to some of that. I know that I want to. So if you're comfortable, if you're in a place where you can get into a comfortable seat. Again, if you're listening to us driving, that's great. You can just listen. Please don't close your eyes or move into a meditation. But if you can, turn off your devices, find a comfortable seat. And we're going to do about a 15-minute guided meditation. I'll be talking you through the whole practice. I'll be bringing you out of practice when it's time to stop, so you don't have to worry about the time. And when you're ready, allow your eyes to close down gently. And when you close your eyes, just notice you can see if you're seated comfortably. So when we close the eyes, the awareness shifts. There is a lot of energy that is exchanged through your eyes. You know, you've heard that if you watch an experiment, the outcome is a little bit different than it would be if you didn't watch it. There's incredible amounts of energy emitted from the eyes. So in meditation, when we close the eyes down, we're allowing that energy to turn in. So we can notice, am I comfortable in my seat? Am I cold or warm? Do I need to change something so that I can actually be comfortable and focus while I'm meditating? Because I don't want those things to get in the way of my practice later. Sometimes we'll sit down and we'll go, I'm a little uncomfortable, but I'm not going to worry about it. Believe me, when you try to focus in your practice, that is the thing that's going to rear its head. So in these first few moments, know that you deserve to be comfortable. And then once you've been seated comfortably, begin to bring the attention to your breath. This is one of those things in nature that we don't notice most of the time. It's also beautiful. Your breath is a gift. So in the practice of yoga, when we begin to place the attention on the breath and we do the breath as a practice, we call this pranayama or pranayama. We can intentionally breathe. So today we're going to practice a counted breath. So we'll slow the breath a little bit that way. So I'd like you to now inhale and silently count to 4 as you inhale. And then we'll do the same on the exhale. Silently count to 4 as you exhale. And we'll do this for a few rounds of breath. So we're inhaling to the count of 4. And then we're exhaling to the count of 4 as well. Inhaling 4. Exhaling 4. You might notice that thoughts come in and maybe threaten to interrupt the breath. Don't worry, thoughts will come and go. As soon as you notice that thoughts have taken your attention, gently move the attention back to your counted breath. Not a problem. And now, if it's comfortable for you to do so, we're going to extend the exhale to a count of 6. So we'll inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Inhaling for 4, Exhaling for 6. As the exhale is the ruler of relaxation, we exhale a little bit longer than we inhale. Now at the top of the inhale, we're going to pause for a count of 2. So we'll inhale for 4, pause for a count of 2, exhale for 6. Now when you pause in between the inhale and the exhale, we're not thinking about holding the breath. It's just a very short suspension of the breath. Inhaling 4, pausing for 2, exhaling 6. Now, obviously, everybody's going to have a little bit of a different speed of counting, and it's fine. You can't do this right or wrong. You just don't want to feel any strain. So when you pause for 2, we don't want to feel like a breath holding or a strain. If you're exhaling for a count of 6, also you don't want to feel any strain on the exhale. If that's too much, cut it back to 4. If you're feeling very comfortable with this count, you might go a little slower. This is very easy for you. You can increase the duration of the breath, maybe bringing the inhale to a 6, the exhale to an 8, the suspension to a 3. But there's no prize for doing that. Right? We're not trying to get better or do more. Just get to a place where it's enough for you to have slowed down the breath to experience the breath. So we'll do 2 more rounds of breath just like that. Counting on the inhale, pause, counting the exhale. One more round, full inhale. Counted exhale. And then for a moment, return to your natural breath. Without counting, just notice if the quality of the breath has changed a little bit. Has it slowed? Can you experience more of the breath? Meaning, can you feel the inception of the inhale? Can you feel the air coming in through the nostrils? Can you feel maybe the expansion of your rib cage? Or the softening of the belly as you inhale? Can you feel the collarbones release on the exhale? Almost like a deflation. And with every exhale, feeling a little bit more relaxed in the body. And then we can gently become aware of the muscles and even the bones of the body. We'll start by allowing the low jaw to release. So while the low jaw bone releases from the upper jaw and slides back gently until the teeth and the lips part. And then notice you might be able to elongate your neck slightly when you do that. Right, when the jaw is jutted forward, The neck shortens. We slide the jaw back. The neck lengthens a little bit, and the top of the head reaches up toward the sky, releasing tension around the jaw, around the neck, around the base of your skull. You can even slightly slide the jaw from side to side, just noticing if there's some freedom there in that joint, temporal mandibular joint. And that freedom might lead to a deeper inhale, right? You've created a channel for your breath, a clearer channel. And then notice the skin around your eyes and along your forehead. And allow it to be smooth so that the muscles underneath the skin release as well. Releasing tension around your eyes, around your mouth, and your forehead. And the sides of the scalp can release, those muscles just above and around the ears. We can bring our awareness to the shoulders and allow the shoulders to just fall as they do. So neither pulled up toward the ears or depressed down toward the feet. You can sort of just feel the shoulders become buoyant on your inhale, not shrugging up or anything, just like floating just above the rib cage. So you might feel some freedom in the shoulders there. Feel as if they're floating above your rib cage. On the next inhale, feel that rib cage expand to the front, to the back, but also to the sides. So we began by slowing the breath, and now we can feel how the breath moves through the body and how the muscles of the body respond to that breath. And how this system of living, breathing awareness allows us to feel more free in the body. Just by becoming aware and expanding, feel your ribcage expand on those inhales. It feels so good to release the tension. And then on the next inhale, also allow the belly to be full and soft. So we're using the breath to release the muscles. In the West, we think a tight belly is really important. But now give yourself permission to allow your belly to be full and soft. And then also breathing into the back body if you can. Think about the back body expanding with the breath as well. We feel this beautiful feeling of buoyancy, like we're floating on the wings of our inhales. And then on your exhales, feel yourself getting heavier and weighty down into the seat beneath you. You can feel the hips sink down, and then the arms just hang by the sides. You might gently contract the abdomen now just on the exhales to just push out any stagnant air that might be sitting in the bottom of the lungs. and to exercise the diaphragm. With the muscles of the arms and the legs and the hands and the feet just release. And for now, notice where your hands have fallen. You don't have to change anything. Just notice if your hands are palms down on your lap or palms up. Maybe your hands have fallen one on top of the other. Or your feet separate or crossed at the ankle. There's no right answer. And then become aware of your toes. You might move them just slightly, not some artificial wiggling. Just gently become aware and see if you can become aware of your pinky toes. And then become aware of your big toes. And become aware of your ring finger toes. It's harder. They don't have quite as much awareness. And then your second toe from the big toe. And those are different with every person. Some of them are longer than the big toe, some shorter, maybe close or further away. Just become aware of that toe. And then become aware of your middle toes. And become aware of your ears. And place your awareness on the very tip of your nose. And breathe. Meditation is not about training the mind. It is about training the awareness. So in this practice today, we slow down. We train our awareness to be where we want it to be. And we emerge, and we evolve, changed. Keep as much awareness as you can on the very tip of your nose. Feeling your breath. And gently release the awareness. Connect with your breath again. Bringing the attention to your inhale again. So the exhale is the ruler of relaxation, and the inhale will bring us back into the body, back into the room, back into the moment. So we're just kind of bringing the awareness back to the surface. You might hear some sounds in the room now that you didn't hear before. You might feel your body wants to shift and change. Just slowly over the course of the next few breaths, bringing your awareness back to the moment, back to the body. You can wiggle fingers and toes or stretch in any way that feels good for you. And then slowly beginning to blink the eyes open. Welcome back. And so the message that meditation is not about training your mind or quieting the mind or wrestling with your quote unquote monkey mind. It's about training the awareness. So when you become aware of your pinky toe or even your middle toe, it's just about training the awareness to be where you want it to be, not just for the sake of meditating, so that when we move out into the world, then we do the same. We have our muscles of awareness strengthened so that we can place the awareness where we want it in our everyday world. You know, so many things tend to be pulling our attention. This way, we are the ruler of our own awareness. We can place it on something more beautiful, something more calm, and all those little things in life that we miss every day. So as you have evolved in the past year, may you emerge with a new sense of wonder, sense of awareness, a sense of peacefulness and calm. I'm Amanda Freed. I hope to see you in studio April 6th. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day.